Materials required to draw this mandala are A4 sheet drawing paper, pencil, ruler and black gel ink pen, or if you have mandala art pen, you can use that. Compass, eraser and protractor. Compass and protractor are the most important materials used to draw a mandala. Let us start by pointing out the midpoint of this paper. Draw a thin line which is joining the opposite corners like this. Here with the ruler I am also using protractor just to take the correct alignment. And follow the same method on the other side also. This is one method, and if you want, you can also find the midpoint of the paper by pointing out the center of both horizontal and vertical edges of the paper and joining them. Then you will get the midpoint. Now we have our midpoint here. You can rub the line which you have drawn to point the midpoint. Now take your compass and insert the pencil. Now keeping this as center point, we are going to draw all the circles which is required to draw this mandala. Take your ruler and then take a radius of 1 centimeter and draw a circle like this. Now take a radius of 2 cm and draw a circle like this. After that, 2.5 cm circle. Now I am taking 1.5 cm radius to draw one more circle in between 1 cm and 2 cm circles like this. Now you have to take 2.5 cm radius and draw one more circle. Like this, you have to draw 3 cm, 3.5 cm, 4 cm, 4.5 cm, 5 cm, 5.5 cm, 6 cm, 6.5 cm, 7 cm, 7.5 cm, 8 cm, 8.5 cm and 9 cm circles. Take your time and draw all the circles with the correct measurements. You can pause the video or you can draw with me while watching the video. There is 0.5 cm gap between all the circles. One special tip I can give while drawing mandala is, there is no need that you should follow a particular measurements. You can draw any designs with different measurements. For example, if I am drawing a petal pattern in 1 cm radius circle, there is no need that you should also draw in 1 cm radius. You can draw a petal pattern in 2 cm radius or 3 cm radius and still you will get a nice design pattern. Following all the design patterns and not following measurements will also give you a perfect mandala. The thing which you have to mainly focus is the symmetry or the uniformity of designs. When you are done with drawing all the circles, take your protractor and place it on the center point like this and mark every 10 degrees. Do the same on the other half also. Join all the degree points to the center point by drawing a line like this. Make sure that you are drawing all the lines neatly because a perfect mandala grid is very important while drawing a mandala. Take your time, or you can even pause the video and draw it neatly. Now the mandala grid is ready. Now let us start drawing the mandala. I am using Rorito RoboMax black gelling pen. You can use any black gel pen, or if you have mandala art pen, you can use that. Now let us start drawing by drawing the center part of this mandala. Here I am drawing with the pen the first circle, or the circle of radius 1 centimeter. Completely fill the circle with black color. If you have a brush pen or a sketch pen, you can use that too. Otherwise, you can use the same pen which you are using now to fill this circle. Now the first pattern, that is small petal patterns. You can directly use the pen to draw the pattern, or if you are not sure, you can use the pencil first and then you can use the pen. Like this, you have to draw it neatly. Follow my instructions and you can watch the video and draw neatly. Make sure that you are drawing this pattern in between 1 centimeter and 1.5 centimeter radius circles. The next pattern is pointed petal pattern. Please give importance to the uniformity of designs. Draw with me, or you can pause the video and draw. Start the petal from 1.5 centimeter circle and join it to the 2.5 centimeter circle, like this. After finishing, it looks like this. Now, we are going to draw inside this pointed petal pattern. Draw lines like this to make it look like shading inside the pointed petal pattern. If you feel like the shade is not coming correctly, you can choose to draw just lines. Like this, you have to draw it very neatly. After finishing the shade part, draw a dot pattern in the tip of pointed petal pattern. The next pattern is petal pattern, not pointed petal pattern, it is round petal pattern. Like this. First draw a line from 2.5 cm circle to 3.5 cm circle. Like this. Like this you have to draw lines. After that you have to draw semicircles which is touching the 4 cm circle like this to make it look like a round petal pattern. Make sure that all the petals are uniform in size. Draw it neatly. Now draw semicircles like this which is touching 4.5 cm circle on the outer part of petal patterns like a border. After finishing this, draw one more petal pattern inside the petal patterns which you have already drawn to make it double petal pattern. Like this, you have to do it very neatly. If you want, you can draw this with pencil first and then you can use the pen. Draw with me while watching the video, or you can pause the video and draw. After finishing this, draw the circle of 5 cm radius which you have already marked while drawing the mandala grid like this. If it's possible for you, you can insert your pen in compass and draw the circle. Now I'm drawing one more circle inside this 5 cm circle, which is of a little less radius, which means 4.5 or 4.8 cm circle like this. Now draw it with pen. Now I'm drawing a dot pattern here, that means in the edge of every border petal pattern like this. Next thing I'm going to do is fill this petal pattern with different designs. Let us start. Firstly, I'm drawing a small petal and a double petal pattern for that small petal for all the petal patterns you have drawn like this. After finishing this pattern, I'm drawing a flower pattern like this, a 3-petaled flower pattern. If you are not sure, you can draw it with pencil first and then you can draw it with pen. Every flower pattern you're drawing should be uniform in size, so please give importance to the uniformity of patterns. your time and draw it neatly. You can draw with me or you can pause the video and draw. After finishing drawing the flower pattern, fill the outer part with black like this. Repeat the same method for other flower patterns also. Now I'm drawing lines inside this border petal pattern. Small lines like this. Draw it neatly. After finishing that, we have to draw one dot inside the small petal pattern which you have drawn inside the petal pattern. You can watch the video and draw. Now your mandala should look like this. Let us start drawing the other patterns. Here I am drawing one more small petal pattern. You can start drawing the petal pattern from any line on the grid, but I am making sure that I am drawing a petal where the dot pattern which you have already drawn inside the circle should come in the middle of the petal pattern. After finishing this, just draw one more petal pattern inside this petal to make it double petal pattern. Now fill this pattern with black. After finishing this, I'm drawing a pointed bud pattern like this, which starts from 5 cm circle in between the petal patterns and touches 6.5 cm circle. Now observe, you have to draw on the outer part of bud pattern to make it double lined pattern like this. Draw it neatly. The next pattern I'm drawing is a semicircle which starts from the tip of pointed bud pattern and touches the 7.5 cm circles with a curve like this. If you are not sure of directly drawing it with pen, please draw it with pencil first and then you can draw it with pen. Now make it double line pattern by drawing one more semicircle inside this semicircle. After finishing that, draw a small curved line in the tip of all the pointed bud patterns, like this. It should not be too big, but it should look like this. Now, fill the bud pattern with black except the small curve you have just drawn. You have to do the same for all the bud patterns. You can use your pen, but here I am using brush pen. If you have brush pen or sketch pen, you can use that. Otherwise, you can fill it with the pen you are already using. I usually prefer brush pens or sketch pens because it requires less time and it gives more neatness. Let us start drawing the next pattern. I am drawing one more semicircle inside this pattern like this. Repeat the same. Next pattern I'm drawing is the flower pattern. Here, in the tip of bud pattern, I'm drawing a small circle and then the flower pattern. The middle petal will be slightly lengthier than other petals. Like this. If you are not sure, you can draw it with pencil first and then you can draw it with pen. Repeat the same pattern. Draw with me while watching the video, or you can pause the video and then draw. Now your mandala should look like this. Let us draw the shading part of the flower pattern. Like this, you have to draw thin line inside the petals of flower pattern. Repeat the same for other flowers also. Pause the video and draw the shading part for all the flowers. After finish drawing the shading part, your mandala should look like this. Now I am drawing small lines inside this semicircle part. Like this. Draw small equidistant lines. Repeat the same for other semicircle patterns also. Next pattern I'm drawing is inside this semicircle patterns. First, I'm drawing a circle, small circle pattern in the middle line and a bud pattern, pointed bud pattern. Then I'm drawing inverted swirl pattern like this. I'm drawing it with pencil because it's a minimal pattern and it should be very neat. Now draw small circle patterns on the left and right side of bud pattern. Similarly, repeat the same design patterns in all the other semicircle patterns. Circle, a bud pattern, an inverted swirl pattern, and small circle patterns on the left and right side of bud patterns. Draw with me while watching the video, or you can pause the video and then draw. You have to concentrate on the size of the patterns. Each pattern should be uniform in size. Take your time and draw it very neatly. Like this, you have to draw the same pattern in all the other semicircle patterns. Now, I'm drawing with the pen. Now I am drawing directly with the pen, but you can draw it first in pencil and then in pen. Take your time, it's a minimal pattern, so draw it neatly. After finishing this, fill the circle pattern with black, like this. I'm drawing 5 dots in between two flowers like this. The size of dots should be from bigger to smaller like this. First you have to draw a dot, and second dot should be slightly smaller than the first dot, and third dot should be smaller than the second dot, and fourth and also fifth dot should be smaller than the previous dots, like this. You have to repeat the same in the gap between two flowers. This pattern should also be in uniform size. There is one more thing we have to do. Draw lines inside the flower patterns. I feel like I should darken the border of flower pattern, so I'm darkening it. Now we have finished drawing all the patterns and our mandala is ready. Erase all the pencil marks, that is, mandala grid marks so that your mandala will look more attractive. In the end, this is how your mandala should look like. I hope you enjoyed drawing this mandala with me, and thank you for joining.